It has been a hell of a day.
It's been a hell of a week.
It's been a hell of a month with this new creature. Look, his sleepies. If you hear in the background, it's taken a dead pig's braided innards to quiet this little one tonight.
Yep. Welcome back to Unraveled.
We are here.
Unraveled. We're fully unraveled. We're starting this episode unraveled.
I feel like we say that every episode.
Oh, do we?
The truth is, I think we have become unraveled a long time ago and have never gone back.
We're almost like much like a roll of toilet paper or
Toothpaste.
a roll of dog bags.
Yeah.
Once it unrolls,
Yeah.
it's just, you can roll it back up, but it's always
Never
just
gonna
going to
be
be a
tight.
loose sleeve.
Never going to be factory made again. One time I went to Christian school.
Oh,
I know. And I said Christian, not Catholic. I was a whore on my own. I wanted to be known. They didn't
Yeah.
teach me that in school. It was like 3rd through like 6th grade, maybe.
mhm.
And we used to have chapel 3 times a week. And one of the chapels, that was the lesson. It was like they asked for volunteers, and you had to go up and squeeze out a tube of toothpaste.
Mhm.
And then they were like, put it back in.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, but I can't. And they were like, yeah, that's what your words are, motherfuckers.
Your words?
Yeah,
Oh,
like you can't take them back.
Oh, I thought this was totally going to be a virginity thing.
Oh, that's what your pussy is.
That's what your virginity is, children. It's paste
So anyway,
on
I
a
learned
desk,
that.
and you can't put it back.
I learned really early. Things don't go back in tubes.
Yep, you can't put it back.
I came here with a lot of things to say.
Ooh, that's always exciting.
Do tell. Oh, I guess now's as good a time of any. I don't know what that's
For
saying.
any.
That's not right.
Though
To any.
any.
I feel like I'm learning Italian again. I mean, not again, as if I've already learned it. But the conspiracy theory tier edition
What?
wing of our podcast.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Um,
Tier on Patreon.
Yeah, or
I guess what we'll say is a lot of you guys also listen to Cover after the whole like Jeffrey Epstein. It's funny is no one wants.
Jeffrey Epstein might not be doing good for a lot of people, but
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of people wanted to hear more. I don't know if we could even do
An
super
Epstein?
in-depth or like I don't know if we could do an in-depth one a week like that. Like we're gonna
Yeah,
have to figure it
we're
out.
gonna have to figure out content scheduling and all that. But I guess the point is it's coming.
Yeah,
Look out for it. We posted a poll in Patreon.
a lot of people said, "Oh, I'd pay for this on Patreon," and we're curious if you actually.
Well, in the poll,
Don't just say it.
like 4 people even responded, but they all said yes.
Okay.
So
Well,
if I don't have at least 4 people listening in every week to my thoughts about Epstein, Diddy, and food in this country,
yeah.
I'm gonna be furious with you 4.
But no, we've talked about it. If you guys are really into it, we'll do it.
We're into it.
I mean,
It's like literally all we talk about. This is the only hour a week we're not talking about conspiracy
I've been
theories.
talking about it a lot lately. I've been noticing lately that more and more regular people are getting into conspiracy
Yeah.
theory. And I think there are a couple things that are part of that. One, it's officially gotten into culture with,
Yeah.
I mean, you could even re-break open Amber Heard probably,
Well,
Blake Lively,
And I think what's happening
Taylor
in culture is
Swift.
that crazy people started talking about some of these things like 10 years ago, and now they're sort of coming to fruition.
Yeah.
And I think the more that we see that happen, the more that everyday people are like, oh, they're on it. Maybe their tinfoil hats were telling them something.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they were speaking.
And a lot of the time, you know, and to keep going with the list, Kanye, Diddy is the huge one. R. Kelly, you know, Weinstein, all these like.
As many Steens as you can count.
I think when it gets into pop culture, people take notice. I think it's also more fun.
Well, and I think people love to hate celebrities, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at the wildfires. People were like, the whole state of California was a celebrity to every other state. They were
Yeah.
like, good, burn.
Yeah.
Pedophiles, all of them.
It's not interesting when, like, I'm Gary from the Senate floor and I am sorry for cheating on my wife. And you're like, Gary
You're like,
probably
who had
hired
sex with Gary.
Gary probably hired a hooker and from some DC madam, you know. But like when you're like, oh shit, it was who? That guy we've been listening to. I mean, that's part of what got Donald Trump elected, right? Is celebrity. Like, that is the funny thing, is to say people hate celebrities in this country. We keep electing them.
I know, starting with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I will go on record saying that when he ran, I was like, this is so fucking stupid. I shouldn't see my officials in People magazine.
Yeah.
And that was before he fucked the maid.
Well, now you're seeing your actual boring officials in People magazine, but also on top of the fact that conspiracies moved to culture, I think it's also... There's a massive obsession with murder mystery, all that. And I think once you find a conspiracy, the funny thing is, they're not even really like the theory of the conspiracy. Once you figure out that people did conspire to screw a bunch of people over, make a bunch of money, you're like, oh... You know what I mean? Like,
and people screwing people over to make a bunch of money has like been happening since the beginning of time. So conspiracies are kind of boring in the way that it's like, you know what the end is. It's money, right? It's never not money. And if it isn't money, it's pussy.
Yeah.
It was money because of the pussy.
Yeah.
But it's fun to see how they get there.
Yeah, well, and also it's very, people consume something like Serial, the podcast, where it's like a big, really overview of one case kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And you just like, we've had this in our personal life. Like, you get obsessed with like the minutia of something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Also, you see people doing it a lot with products. Yeah. And inflation is huge and money. Where I was going is, I feel like more people are interested in conspiracy theory. So tell us, what do you want to hear us talk about? Yeah. Do you want to hear us talk about it?
Well, I also think it's affecting more of people's lives right now. I don't know, 10 years ago or whenever it was, the economy was good, then healthcare costs were less of a concern and food costs were less of a concern and gas costs were...
Well, and
actually,
also,
gas costs have always been a concern.
Food quality was not a concern.
So now that
healthcare quality was not a concern. You know, life quality, people screaming at you on the street
plus
in their underwear.
Social
quality
element of it, like everybody wants a group they can like do something with or talk about something with, and now with the depths of the internet, like Reddit, like I feel like, I know Reddit has been big for a long time for certain communities, but I feel like that's the other thing is Reddit feels like it's made its way to like a mainstream, like everyday white girls have Reddit now. That wasn't a thing before, so now people are exposed to more of the sort of like Wild West of thoughts. You know what I mean? Like Instagram, your shit gets like blocked and blacklisted and taken down for like one opposing belief.
Yeah. I think it's also that people now actually like, I feel like they kind of are trying to see through the glimmer of social media. And I think people want authenticity.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of it too, is you're like, well, who are you really? You know, who is everyone really?
Well, and if you think about it, the vast majority of the world is unhappy. Yeah. And what better way to like distract yourself from your own problems than to take down someone else who appears to be doing better than you? I mean, it's the perfect answer. It's basically like legalized murder or like, you know what I mean? These people go on these campaigns to like legitimately take someone down. Yeah. And I mean, sometimes it does lead to like physical assault and shit too, but I'm just saying that like
the amount of people that know Diddy that died of pneumonia.
Yeah, it's wild. Starting with poor Brittany fucking Murphy, I think.
Well,
I want to deep dive that.
But well, it was just they both died of pneumonia around the same time.
But it's
was
not
she involved?
Pneumonia. That's where the concerning thing is. It's something that mimics.
No, it was cyanide, but it shows up as pneumonia.
Right. He's besmirching poor Brittany Murphy. No, he saw that sex scene in 8 Mile and he was like, "Get that girl to my hotel room."
No.
Freak off.
This is okay. No. Anyway,
well, we're gonna call it conspiracies, right?
Okay.
Anyway, okay. Well, we will revisit Diddy with semi-accurate info. I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing we had talked about is I think the fun in it for us is that we're not trying to be like a source of knowledge as much as like we're exploring it ourselves. Like for me, I think Alex has shared this before somewhere. Like I wasn't really in on the conspiracies until food. And so food is one that I definitely like want to touch on over there. So I think it will be fun to not talk about it scientifically, but like actually.
Yeah, you really have to like deep dive right before. Like, so that's why I don't want to just go off the cuff with things. I want to figure them out because like it's like
he don't want to get shanked by one of Diddy's guys.
No, or sued by the Macrones.
There'll be a trail of baby oil footsteps leading up to his dead body.
How about this? We will repost. It's not our content, but I imagine whoever, you might not have seen it. We will repost a funny Diddy Epstein Trump AI generated video on there.
My God.
It does fascinate me that it makes me happy too that more people are concerned with like what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me frustrated that more people are only concerned with what's going on when it is like literally directly affecting their lives. But I guess hopefully the same thing happens to them that happened to me, which is you can't unsee it. And then it affects every choice you make, right? Like, I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of how it happens for everyone is you see one really dirty, shady web of nonsense and you go, wait, every industry in America is like this?
Yeah, it's crazy. I can't wait to say? I can't wait. On our first conspiracy theory episode, I can't wait to talk about Wayfair. Just one brief point that I want to know if anyone else has asked this question. Very interesting question to me. Anyway, we've spent enough time babbling about fake things. Let's talk about real things.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of like funny one-liner type stories that just really caught my eye this week. And the very first one, you know how you just like see yourself in someone? You ever read a news story and you're like, this could happen to me. My poor mother might have to read this exact news story about me one day. Here's the headline. Woman arrested after sending man 159,000 messages after first date. So a woman in Phoenix, Jacqueline.
159,000
messages, yeah. Jacqueline. No, I should have known it wasn't Jacqueline with that kind of behavior. Jacqueline Ades was arrested after an alarming.
Her last name is Ades?
Ades, but maybe it's Ads.
No, it's Ades.
She was arrested after an alarming stalking case involving a man she met on a dating app whom she had seen only once. They definitely fucked, right? You can't be acting like that if you don't fuck.
Yeah.
Over it. I thought she sent the text that night. I was like, damn, this bitch has spirit fingers. Over a 10-month period, she allegedly sent more than 159,000 text messages to the man, many containing violent threats. Some of the most disturbing included lines like, I'd make sushi out of your kidneys. And I'd wear your fascia and your hands and feet. I'd wear your dick, babe.
I kind of want to party with this chick.
Authorities say the harassment escalated when she broke into his home and was found bathing inside. Later appearing at his workplace claiming to be his wife. She's like, if he is not going to speed this thing up, I will. Law enforcement cited clear signs of mental illness. Fuck off. Throughout the investigation.
Clear signs of being Italian.
Italian with daddy issues. If that's a mental illness these days, fucking put it in the ICD-9 codes.
It's me. I have Miss AIDS.
I'm crazy. Listen, it says she was charged with stalking and trespassing and has pleaded not guilty.
Whoa.
Her trial isn't scheduled till early February.
That jury I sat on was like 6 years old.
Yeah, but aren't they like building a case and shit? What is there to build? It's obviously completely provable.
Well, here's the thing is for her attorneys, maybe they're trying to push it because they're trying to build that she's crazy. This might also just be her first hearing.
What number qualifies as stalking? Can you send 10 but not 11? What if 3 of them are like an autocorrect fix?
Over 10 months.
Like you mean to say fuck you and you say duck you. I meant duck you. Duck. I meant duck you. Is that 4 texts or is that 1?
Yeah. That is 4 texts. If he didn't have unlimited texting, if he had an old cell phone plan, he'd get charged 10 cents.
Who is chasing down a guy that still has to wait for free nights and weekends?
What I'm saying is There is
yeah, babe, no, I'm not ghosting you. It's just like I ran out of minutes this month.
No, you use data. What if he runs out of data and then he has to use 3G all month because this crazy bitch is texting him?
How's he gonna swipe on these other bitches with?
Yeah, his fucking Tinder's freezing. He's like,
listen, God
damn it, Ades.
I say free Jacqueline.
Jackie Ades over here.
Yeah. Free Jackie Ades.
Free Jackie Ades.
I get it. I've never related to a criminal more. Were any of them nudes?
Let's say she sent him a passive aggressive.
Those are negative texts, right?
Let's say she sent him a passive aggressive, like, hey, really? Still not answering? As one text 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
That's still less than what? 100 a month? She texts him 10,000 times.
What's 3 times 365?
No, what was her number?
So that's only 1,095 in the year.
Yeah.
Her number was 159,000.
In how many months? 10 months?
10 months.
Alexa, 159,000 divided by 300.
159,000 divided by 300 is 530.
She sent 530 text messages to him a day.
You think she was using talk to text the whole time? You think they were copied and pasted?
No, I imagine she was using her laptop like baby fucking reindeer.
I want proof. I want the receipts. I'm watching this trial. I can't wait to hear the testimony of what she's sending.
Honestly, you can make a coffee table book out of just her text.
Oh my God, I would love that.
Yeah.
Do you think like some of them were just purely emoji based? They'd have to be. With 159,000. I mean, she's got to have ChatGPT writing these, right?
Maybe she's just in it for maybe she got the passion. Here's the other thing.
You think she's just an author?
Okay, everyone who stalks has to be on some kind of a government program, right? Like, stalking is a full-time job.
Yeah.
What was this bitch doing to sustain
her life?
Nutrition and pay her rent?
Well, that is true. They're also like usually fat. Like if you see like on Catfish, it's always like some 45-year-old overweight woman posing as a 19-year-old blonde lesbian. And you're like, oh shit, you just sitting here and eating with government money. It's
just like, what are they doing?
Stealing identity.
You're on disability and you're just like,
maybe it's mental disability.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Listen, I don't know. I at one point attempted to use someone I know's identity to make an account to stalk someone that I used to know, and it is incredibly difficult.
Yes, to
make a fake anything, and I continue to be astonished at the level of whatever that skill set is that these like old women, like you remember the Catfish movie.
Yeah.
And the woman who had ended up being, but like that woman couldn't walk a flight of stairs. How the fuck did she figure out how to steal? Like that woman's.
Wasn't she taking care of like a child or something with disability?
They were twins. I think they were adult twin boys with like cystic fibrosis or something.
I mean, honestly, how gross is it that you take time in between like wiping drool off your children's mouths to lie to a stranger?
I guess
honestly, that story was very sweet.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
I'm such a huge fan of Neve because of that. He's such a cool guy.
He's nicer than I would have been.
Yeah. I guess to her credit or to my credit for not being able to do it, that was like back in, I don't know, 2011. Yeah. It was like probably a lot easier to...
We all had multiple Facebook accounts in 2011.
Yeah. So anyway, I say the woman should be found innocent. I hope she gets a fair trial with a jury full of codependent crazy bitches.
Yeah, sure.
You don't think she deserves that?
No, I don't.
You think she's a criminal? She needs to be taken off these streets?
Here's the thing is she was bathing in his house. She got into his house and got naked. If a man was like sent 100, 200,000 messages to a woman and was found naked in her house, he'd be getting tased and the death penalty.
But to be fair... Men are the ones who keep saying they like pussy. Women never walk around and say, I like dick. You know what I mean? Like, well, some do, but those are the ones.
Men have the decency to tell you what we like. Women just wait until they can't just can't conceal it anymore. I'm gonna
They
go.
just end up naked in her bathtub.
She brought her own summer's eve to this guy's house.
She installed a bidet.
She brought a douche.
I was gonna say he's
home. Gonna find it in the floorboard when he's moving. He's gonna just find it in her. Honestly, this reminds me of Frogger.
I was gonna say if she were smart, she would have just moved into the walls instead of watched it and touched herself when he went to bed.
And then had mail sent there. And then
4 years later, he finds her in his onesie.
Well, think about this: squatters' rights. If she hid under the floorboard and got mail sent there for long enough, she could get squatters' rights. Then she lied about being his wife. She could just change her name to his last name, legally live at his address. She could just be a menace to his life.
I mean, literally, if you're crazy enough, like you could get, like, if you spent time at his house while he was at work, you could get access to like his social security number. You could find a signature and like duplicate it and find some way to get married. You know what I mean? Like this dude could wake up married to you.
Honestly,
you could take his sperm from, I don't know, wait for him to jerk off, take his sperm out of the tissue and get pregnant with his. This some Gone Girl shit. I am here for this. I am writing fan fiction for Jacqueline right now.
Girlfriends are just Froggers. I just realized it in this moment. Thank you for helping me come to that.
Yeah,
they just move into your place. She changed her name legally to his last name and then legally moved into his house and just started telling people she was his wife. Filed a marriage license.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Also, my question is,
we eloped. Where'd you guys go? I went. Well, I went.
He still doesn't know about it.
I went to the courthouse in Yuma. It's real expedient there. I gave some meth head the clerk a $20 bill and he married us.
She changes her name on her passport and shit.
Man.
Yeah, crazy. Speaking of people doing crazy things, have you heard about the tea? Literally, have you heard about the tea?
No.
The tea is apparently a new app, and it's essentially like a review of men that women have dated.
Oh.
So women are able to review men in their area that they've dated. And men are losing their shit over it. You want to hear news about it?
Well, women are never honest about their exes, and neither really are men. Like, no one is actually honest about their exes,
Fair.
right? So
I think this is meant
it's
to
like,
be...
the funny thing is, it's like Yelp.
Yes, but I think from what
it's meant to combat violence, domestic abuse,
yes,
things
from
like
what
that.
I've read, I don't think it's meant to be I dated this guy for 5 years. I think it's I swiped right on this guy and he raped me in the car.
Yeah, but I think we all know.
Yeah, I mean, it sure can turn into like a place to be like, his dick's funny looking.
Well, I think it's also for other than men, for any other industry, would you trust all female reviews of any other? Would you trust all female reviews of movies? Would you trust all female reviews of clothing stores?
You know what's interesting? I think I would, of all the things to trust women on, reviews are the one I probably would, because men.
No one writes a review until it's bad. Like, nobody goes on Yelp.
Exactly, but
no
nobody,
girl's gonna log on to T
yeah, but
and
what
be
are
like,
you afraid you're gonna have too good of an experience you didn't know about?
No, but what I'm saying is, no one logs on to T and goes like, "Hey, made me come, held the door,
How do you
and was
know?
really transparent." You're right. I guess I don't. I just mean nobody writes a good review. There's no such thing as good reviews. The only people that write good reviews are the owners of the store, and they pretend to be.
I was going to say, or people who get paid to do it. And if a guy really cares, then.
Again, even the dating space is just going to be run by the elites.
Yeah, right? The ones who can afford to get good tea. Do you want to hear?
Men are losing their shit.
Apparently, there's like a super long wait list to even join the app.
These Facebook pages have existed in every city forever.
But apparently this app is like huge. Like it's a very big app all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but it says, what the fuck is the tea app and why are men freaking out about it? Here's the tea on the tea. The basic premise of the women-only app is to let women solicit feedback about specific men with the goal of keeping themselves safe. Users can upload photos of local men and women can vote on whether that guy is a red or a green flag. Users can also search for specific men or create alerts. Obviously, this appeals to those of us who have Google News alerts for all of our exes, which is not me. Users can also run background checks, search for criminal histories, and use a reverse photo check to see if a man is catfishing by using someone else's photos. It says the app has existed for years, but just this month, after blowing up on TikTok, it hit #1 in the App Store. And with the popularity came with the backlash. Men are flipping out. I'm talking whole viral Reddit threads of men asking others to report the app. To be fair, there are privacy-related concerns, although according to CNN, T largely stays clear of any major legal problems in the U.S. by creating the format way it did. That doesn't mean it did anything about the privacy concerns. It said that they kept themselves clear of legal problems.
Ashley Madison did a lot about the privacy concerns too. Yeah.
The security of the app is also a potential issue. It's already been hacked with about 72,000 images accessed. The thing is, I don't really know what the Ashley Madison getting hacked is a big deal. I don't know what it getting hacked is that big of a deal. Like, yeah, if people are saying you're a loser in the app, then the whole world knows you're a loser, but doesn't make you any less of a loser, right? Anyway, it says, love it or hate it, T is undeniably on fire. The app got 1 million+ signups in the last week alone and now has 4 million users. Want the tea? Good luck. They now have a pretty long wait list. I would know I'm on it. If Betches can't get the tea, neither can we. It said, their tweet says, men are already calling for this to be banned. For the first time ever, they're interested in what women are saying. So anyway, that's the tea on the tea. Thoughts?
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Because, you know, men are going to come out with an equally heinous app about how... And it will probably...
She was ugly anyway.
Again, it's how do you defame? How men defame in a way and women defame in a way. And men are going to come out with their version of this app, and it just feels like... we're creating a left and a right all over again.
Yeah.
Because you just got done after the Sierra thing. You're finally on this whole idea of, like, internet mobs being used against people. It's horrible.
But again, it's not as horrible as a woman having an experience that she can't get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, what I was going to say is here's where women always lose me is we make ourselves look crazy instead of utilizing the tools for good. The tools we go on and on and on about deserving, when we get them, we don't use it for good. That app will be probably 85% people making fun of a dude's outfit or being like he was bad in bed.
Yeah.
And it should be being used for, I got a super bad vibe from this guy.
Well,
I saw him peering in my window, right?
Yeah.
Not like, and so it won't be probably used mostly for what it should be.
It'll probably get used to identify like the perpetrators of some serious crimes and things like that. But it's, I don't know. We'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, but I do think you're right. I think that men will come out with a retaliatory app, but I think it will be funny to hear how it's posed because whether women are using it for its intended purpose or not, we at least have the justification of saying it's for safety. Like, what are men gonna say?
Yeah.
Like,
safety is what the Patriot Act is for.
These Amazonian women beat me and left me in my trunk.
Yeah. A lesson I learned recently is I tried to, I ran a background check on someone. And you know what's funny? How many of these people who go on this app who like, should I date this guy? Hey, girls in my area, should I fuck this guy?
Yeah.
Get a background check on him. You can literally do it for $30.
I mean, you can do it for free for typing in just Googling someone's name.
And I haven't done it just because, again, it's not, you can Google people for free, but background checks are kind of expensive. But I thought about signing up for one of these websites and just background checking a ton of people I know, just because you think about it and you're like, yeah, we might have friends who've done heinous shit. No one leads with that. Like,
yeah, you don't like...
Hey, I did 3 years for sexual assault, you know? And the only time you tell people that is when you're required to, you know? Like, and so it's like, how many of these people are... Like, women are going to turn to this app to find out if men have small dicks or not, but you could, like, I guess what I'm saying is when we watched that show about worst ex ever, if any one of those girls had just gotten a $30 OSINT search on Fiverr about this guy, they would have seen like, oh my God, not the first victim, obviously, but normally by the end of it, by the victim that gets him, by the time he's got a woman in her kidnapped for 3 weeks, he's got enough in his background that you could have been like, oh shit, don't let him move in.
I guess it's hard because, well, one, if you're starting a new relationship, no one like
You don't
that's
want the
about the
truth.
only time it's like fun, right? Like
Yeah.
relationships are work.
Uh-huh.
The first 2 weeks of a relationship is the only time it's like easy, and no one wants to think about like, is this guy a secret creep, right? And if people don't give you a reason to think that way, the more you let them in, the less you feel like you need to look,
Yeah.
right? Like I let him in a little bit and everything's fine. I'll let him in a little more and everything's fine. But I will say, if you're the kind of person who's posting about it in one of these things, either you're a crazy bitch, which I get, I feel you, but then you're going to really run up your background check money, or this app's going to be real fun for you, I guess.
Yeah.
Or you already have a reason to not.
Mm-hmm.
You already have your own red flag. And then it's like, who cares what they say? If you already feel like, is he gross? Is he weird? Like he is, right?
Yeah.
Like how you going to fuck some guy that you have to like post about?
Well, the funny thing is,
Would you still want to be together if you found out that like a month or two into our relationship, I posted you all over like girls group LA, girls gang, and I was like, anyone know anything about this guy? Had a weird vibe at some point. Like sex is great, but
I mean, think about this. If
he lives in his car. Anyone know anything about this guy?
Think about this.
Would you be pissed now?
Yeah, probably.
I know. I'd be like, what the?
Because would you be upset if there was a group of dudes on the internet that were like,
oh, that's
who's fucked this chick?
I was just about to say that. I actually read that in a separate article. That's what someone predicted is they're going to be called ran through apps, which is like so ghetto. Ran through. But that's basically it. They're going to be basically like,
again,
is anyone up?
Just like we know that women often lie about other women, we also know that more than women, men lie about women.
Yeah.
How many? Yeah, I fucked her. Yeah, no, I fucked her.
What's the site going to be? Fine, upload proof.
Yeah.
Now there's a photo attached to everyone.
Yeah. Dude, pics her. It didn't happen, man.
Yeah. Bring receipts, bro.
Dude, I don't believe that she was bad in bed. Prove it. You know, it's just like,
no, dude, have her hold up our social security card so we know that's her.
Again, the internet is already moving us rapidly in this direction of there is no more privacy.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency, there's no name on the wallets, but you could see everywhere a dollar went. You know what I mean? You could literally watch.
Just like OnlyFans.
You could, if you knew the wallet numbers, you could find like, who's this bitch my husband's been sending money to? If you find out a politician's wallet, you could see how much money they're sending around. Like, it's public information. It's just weirdly semi-encrypted. I think the whole world is kind of moving in that direction anyway. And
which means it's just going to be more fucking annoying to log in your email. Now you're going to have to show a fucking outline of your asshole to log in.
I mean, to get logged into OnlyFans, you have to like literally take a picture next to your ID every single time you
and then
log
you have to
in.
like line up your eyes with the like face mask they make for you.
Yeah, so it's like,
God, Sierra from Love Island wouldn't have worked on that one, huh? She would have been like, my eyes don't fit in the slots.
Digital security is the need for it now is just going to kind of ruin the internet anyway. So people have been saying for a while.
She's been ruined.
People have been saying for a while.
She been ran through.
People have been saying for a while that you might as well just embrace the transparency because it's coming for you whether you like it or not.
Well, I don't know why you wouldn't want to embrace the trend. Like, I if you could go back in time and have no internet, fine. But the internet's here. Do you want it without transparency?
Yeah, but then again, I don't know. I don't really understand. Yes and no. I don't know. I want privacy, but I know it's already gone away. We're also afraid, I guess, of the blockchain of like, oh, people will see what money I spend where, and it's like, well,
I don't give a
anyone
fuck.
Your
My
friends,
Venmo history is public.
That's what I was gonna say. Anyone you're friends with on Venmo is
just like don't put hooker in the subject line.
Sure, yeah.
Put the pizza emoji no matter what you're buying.
That's what Barack Obama did.
He used the pizza emoji.
Or whatever, whoever was in office when Pizzagate happened. The funny thing is, I feel like technology's already made, not dating. Dating is easier than it's ever been. There are apps for it. Maintaining a relationship is almost fucking impossible these days. And I think technology is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And I think it goes all the ways. It goes who's in his inbox. I know where your brain goes immediately.
Well, I think it's also...
but it's also, I'm seeing these happy marriages everywhere. None of those marriages are happy.
The other thing is I think it's availability, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like Netflix when there's an endless, like it's too hard to like commit to the thing when you're like,
Yeah.
and I think as people, we all have that, like, there might be something better. There might be something, right? And I think that's honestly, I think that's probably where most relationships fizzle out these days, is that like 2-month mark of like when it's time to like shut down your Hinge.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, is this the one I want to shut it down for?
Well, I think it's also men use it to find hotter chicks and women use it to find more successful men. And it's peacocking the same as it's always been forever. It just speeds it up, you know, and...
Well, yeah, and I think it also does allow that, like, not that people should stay together out of fear that there's nothing else for them, but I think there's like a sort of, I don't know, I found what I'm looking for feeling. And I think it creates this sort of space where, like, you never know if you found what you're looking for.
It creates the same as... shopping online. It creates like a act within 24 minutes for double the, you know, like it's
Prime Day.
And it's also social media.
Extra gemstones if you swipe right now.
Social media also.
Extra Tinder cash or whatever they.
Yeah. 3 extra super swipes.
Extra flame dollars or whatever.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think any of it is really making, like, you were just reading or watching a thing about the girl on Love Island, and she was talking about how, like, being away from her phone for 6 weeks.
See, oh, by the way, anyone who wants any Sierra Love Island updates, she posted a 4-part series to her TikTok, which I logged into TikTok to watch, and kind of interesting. A lot of fun sort of one-off details, like just about filming and production and what life in the villa is like. I was much more interested in like her little asides about the villa than I was about Nicolandria.
Nicolandria? I mean, that's so douchey. They're douches.
Before we get out of here, one piece of LA news that I think Angelinos can be proud of for once. We never get proud news here in the city. In a major shift in the gridlock hierarchy, Washington, D.C. has officially surpassed L.A. as the worst city for traffic in America. 2025 traffic rankings. This marks a dramatic upset for L.A., which has long worn the dubious crown of Carmageddon. Now D.C.'s dense layout, ongoing infrastructure projects, and sheer volume of government workers and commuters have taken their toll. Beep, beep.
Do you have more of the list?
No. Oh, you want to know all the cities, huh? You want to know if we're still number 2?
Do you want me to go over this?
Yeah.
Or do you want to?
No, tell us the list.
Key insights. Washington, D.C. dethrones L.A. The average commute to work there is 33.4 minutes, the longest in U.S. Honestly, that sounds nice.
I know. I was going to say, also, don't they have a lot of transit?
Yeah, I think so.
It's interesting.
LA ranked number 2 averages nearly 8 hours of traffic congestion on weekdays, which adds up to 85 full days of traffic congestion each year. Columbus, Ohio saw the greatest year-over-year improvement in hours of traffic congestion.
Damn, their leaders come here. Billboards aren't working.
Cutting the time by nearly 40% since last year.
That's because they made it such a walkable fucking city.
Yeah, that's right. Rochester, New York has the least traffic of any city on our list. Let's see. 5 cities with the worst. D.C., L.A. Who do you think 3 is?
Boston or Dallas.
Wow, it's pretty wild. This one jumped in the last year. This one jumped 9 spots. This was number 12 last year. The average daily commute is just over 29 minutes. It's Miami.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wild.
4th place, San Fran.
Okay.
5th place, rounding out the top 5 cities of terrible traffic, is Atlanta.
Yeah, that's fair.
Average daily commute of more than 31. Major cities have the least traffic congestions: Rochester, Salt Lake, Cleveland, Hartford, Connecticut, St. Louis, Milwaukee, Columbus, Fresno, Kansas. Yeah, because nobody has a car in Fresno.
I was going to say, shocker, it's all the places no one wants to fucking be.
No, it's all, I mean, half of these cities no one can afford a damn car. Kansas City and
so
Buffalo.
Both apply.
Yeah. New York's not even in like the top.
Well, I imagine New York City is not actually.
Well, New York is 6th, I guess. New York is just after Atlanta, New York City. And it's down a spot this year, and Atlanta's up 3 spots. That makes sense. They have fatal car crashes per 100,000 people on here. DC is 5 per 100,000 people. Fatal car, so 5 deaths per 100,000 people. LA is 7.3. Miami is 11.4.
Bunch of drunk
which is
Puerto
like the
Ricans.
highest on here until San Bernardino at 14. 14 for every, what did I say, 1,000?
Bunch of drunk
100,000.
Mexicans.
100,000. I mean, and then Orlando and Tampa.
Bunch
Honestly,
of drunk parents.
this is all drinking and driving, apparently, because everywhere that Austin, Texas, everywhere you associate with a good time, Jackie Ades deserves the electric chair as far as I'm concerned. And
I say Jackie Ades for president.
Jackie Ades, yeah.
150.
Jackie Ades, wasn't that a famous baseball player?
I thought that was I was gonna say a famous gay fighter.
Wasn't there
not communist activist, a gay activist?
yeah, Jackie Ades?
I don't think that's right. That just sounds too easy.
Jackie, hey honey, this is Jackie Ades. Burlesque night.
I think I'm
drag
thinking
night.
of Harvey Milk.
Yeah, I think you are.
No, that was Harvey Milk's partner, Jackie Ades.
Yeah. I'm Harvey Milkshake, and I'm Jackie Ades.
And we approve this message.
Welcome to Jackass. Anyway,
we're out of here. That's it.
That's it. That's
Stay
all.
tuned for conspiracy information.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want that. Let us know what you guys are interested in. Maybe we'll give you guys some options. Maybe
I bought a book about food. I don't care if you don't want the food now. It's coming at some point.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
Say bye, dog.
That's all, fucks.